Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Have a World of Nintendo review for you. This is Breath of the Wild Link. Yeah, this was a total impulse buy for me. This was the day I found the leader class Power of the Prime figures. Found this at Target on the same day and I was just excited and I thought, hey, what the heck, we'll grab them. But he looks pretty cool. I really like the blue on Link. I think it's kind of a welcome departure from the green every time, and I'm a little biased. Blue is my favorite color, but I think he looks cool. Comes with a bow. And then he has one of these, I think they're called ancient arrows. I don't know. I could never find these in the game. These are what you need to take down the Guardians, and I could never find. I found like maybe 2 or 3 of these my whole time, and the Guardians kick my butt all the time. I hate the Guardians. But apparently they're pretty easy to take down with these puppies if you can find them. Take a look on the back. Link with bow, arrow, and quiver accessory. He does have a quiver on his butt, just like in the game. 4.5-inch figure with 14 points of articulation. You can see on the back here they also have Mario in this kind of construction worker outfit, which is, if you've played Mario Odyssey, the costume he gets in New Donk City. So they have a figure for that. And then they have a Luigi, which I feel like we've had Luigi before, but maybe not in this size. I don't know. I feel like he's randomly thrown in. Like, these are both new, and then, hey, I have a Luigi. Why not? Nothing wrong with Luigi. So, I also think it's weird that if you look at the head sculpt here on the back, it's not quite the same as what you get. You can see it's a lot softer. Like, I don't know. He's got definitely like angrier eyes or something here on the back. And then over here it's like a much softer expression. So I don't know what changed in the design process. I feel like, I don't know. Maybe he's just making a different expression. I don't know. Not sure. But in any case, we'll get this guy out of the box. We'll take a closer look and we'll see what's up. Alright, so here he is out of the packaging. This kind of sideburn was kind of swept back over his shoulder. I kind of brought it forward. I think that's alright. The head is on a ball joint, and I think the head sculpt looks pretty good. He did a decent job painting the face. I mean, there's a lot of paint. You have all this detail kind of in the undershirt, on the actual shirt itself, in his kind of bracer, his archery guard here on this side. He's got this weird kind of joint, and you can kind of see the way they have, I don't know, it looks a little weird. Like he comes down so thin here and then he kind of goes out a little bit. I don't know, that's a little off to me. But you have the Sheikah Slate, which looks nice. You have this kind of pouch, these 2 pouches on the back. This big peg on his butt is where this goes. And I mean, this is pretty nicely detailed with all the paint applications and everything on this and all the arrows. So if we pop this on here, just kind of magically glues to his butt. I guess maybe it's supposed to be attached to this strap. I'm not sure. But there's his quiver. I think they did a nice job with all the paint and the detail. Everything's molded in nicely. I just think that it's not terrible, but the waist is just a little weird to me. It's not quite, I guess it bends back and forward a little bit, but it mostly just swivels. But it also makes him a little loose. He's got knees, like a little swivel here, but then it can also turn. Same with the ankles. They can spin, and then they have a rotation down. Normal shoulder joints. You have kind of a similar joint in the elbow, knee, and ankle, and wrist. They're all very similar where they kind of go in and out and also spin around. So you can get some cool poses. Let's see if we can get his, here's his bow. So let's see if we can get this. Now technically I guess it goes because he has the guard on this arm. Right? Isn't that how these work? I don't know. I'm not an archer. So if he holds this in his hand. No, if you're right-handed, I have this wrong. I definitely have this wrong. If you're right-handed, you hold the bow in your left hand and you draw the arrow with your right hand. So the bow goes in the left hand. There we go. So I think if you hold this out, see what we can get going here. Can I bring this around? Now obviously, this does have a little notch, and this thing's pretty nicely painted too. Here, will you stand for a moment? See if we can get this going here. And on both sides, which I appreciate. So let's, if we not put the notch in. Yeah, I definitely don't think, can I get this to, oh, maybe I can. Can I get this in his hand somehow? Maybe. No. Alright, hold on. I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. I'm not going to get this. I'm going to get this off camera. Okay, so you can kind of get it. And you can see here, I tried to stretch this back, but at that point, by the time you stretch it that far, the bow actually starts to bend in, and it was just kind of stressing the plastic, so I was like, I'm not going to do that. But you can see you can kind of get a simulation of, obviously that's not how you hold a bow, but you can kind of get something to pull off here. And I think it looks cool. I really think they did the best job with the detail and the paint apps. Really a lot of nice paint apps. The quiver is beautifully painted. The bow and the arrow itself are beautifully painted. Link himself, like his tunic and everything, is really nicely detailed. And there's pretty nice articulation. So I really don't have much to complain about with this one. I think the face sculpt looks pretty good. I mean, if you're a fan of Breath of the Wild, I think this is a nice little figure to pick up. The only thing that really bothers me is the legs don't stretch out all that much. I mean, it's not that you necessarily, especially if you're trying to put together some kind of archer pattern, you don't need his legs to be super wide apart, but that's the only thing. The tunic limits the legs a little bit. But overall, I think he looks pretty good. Let me know what you guys think, though. I want to hear from you. So tell me what you think in the comments below. Is this one you'll be skipping? Do you think it's a pretty decent representation? Obviously, it doesn't come with any kind of sword or shield. I think they decided that all the other links in the line have come with the sword and the shield, so they decided to go a little different on this one, and they went for the bow and the arrow and the quiver. I think it's a nice touch, I gotta tell you. I mean, sure, when I think Link, I want to have his sword and his shield, but it was nice to get something a little different. I wish there was a really clean way to grab the arrow. Like, I wish the string was just a little bit longer so that you could notch it, and then there was a real easy way for him to grab onto this. It kind of fits in his hand, but not solidly. If they just maybe put like a little bit more of this kind of like the arrow length and then put the notch, and then he could actually hold it by that, and then this was a little bit longer, it'd be perfect. But overall, I mean, for a $9-10 figure, I think they did a pretty nice job. And they definitely didn't skimp on paint applications, because all the accessories are painted very well, in my opinion. So again, tell me what you guys think down below. Please like and share the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I hope you guys enjoyed this look at Breath of the Wild Link from the World of Nintendo line from Jakks Pacific. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching.